Magandang agham po, everyone. So I'm Jeff, and I represent Tuala. Okay, so trust is invisible, but it's everything. From applying for a job to transferring land titles, trust is the glue, that binds transactions together. But what happens when that trust is eroded? No? So, in the paper world, in the physical world, trust is tangible. No? You apply for a job, you present your diploma. You apply for a loan, you show your ID. You're starting a business, you sign a contract. So we build trust on documents, signatures, and seals. That's the proof of trust, that we base our identities and intent. But here's the question. So what happens when a document is subject for litigation in court? So we have to ask a few questions. Like, is it the original document? Was it altered? Who really signed that document? So in the physical world, we bring in experts in handwriting. We check the stroke of your signature. Sometimes we check the document physically if it's altered. In extreme cases, we check the chemical composition of a document. Minsan nagka-carbon dating pa. Diba? But that's the physical world. No? But how about the digital world? No? Let me introduce you Anna Sorokin, or widely known as Anna Delvey. So sino nakapanood ng Netflix series niya? No? She almost scammed a hedge fund out of $25 million using a fake bank statement she crafted using Photoshop. At sabi niya, it took surprisingly little time to do it. No? Napakadaling mga scam using fake documents. And it's not just abroad that these things happen. No? In the Philippines, we have fake IDs, we have fake notaries, we have fake SARO for government offices, statement allotment, release order from the DBM, pinipeke pala yun. No? Fake birth certificate, diba? Fake passport. No? So these are the results of the erosion of trust in public documents and credentials. So that's the physical world. And in the digital world, if faking as a wet signature is easier, in the digital world, it's 100 times easier. In the age of generative AI can generate full videos, fake identities, fake faces, fake voices, fake emotions. So how can we verify if a digital document is authentic? Diba? So document fraud rose by 79% in 2022. So the financial sector is in high alert right now. So around $20 billion losses due to synthetic ID fraud from the year 2020 to 2023. And a Polish researcher created an AI-generated passport that passed major eKYC system. Yes, AI created a fake identity that beats an AI-powered system security that's purpose is to stop fake identities. So it's AI versus AI, right? So trust is broken. How do we fix it? So we need to rebuild trust, not based on hope, not based on assumption, but based on verifiability. And that's where blockchain comes in. So not crypto, not hype. Blockchain is structure. It's a new system for recording and verifying truth. So most people think of blockchain as Bitcoin, no? But actually, 9 years before the release of the Bitcoin white paper of Satoshi Nakamoto, two cryptographers, their names Stuart Haber and Scott Stonetta, no? They created the first blockchain. And what's their first use case? Securing documents. No, kaya sila daw yung fathers of blockchain, hindi si Satoshi. So, blockchain has three powers, superpowers. One, immutability. So that means once something is recorded in a blockchain, it cannot be changed. No? Transparency. Everyone can verify integrity of a document. And decentralization. That means no single entity can cheat the system. So, how do we protect documents using blockchain? So first, we sign a document, and it generates a fingerprint, what we call a hash. No, that hash is recorded in the blockchain. So if you alter a document, kahit 1 pixel lang yan, kahit isang comma, mag-change totally yung hash ng documents. So hindi na siya magmamatch sa record. So malalaman natin kung tampered yung document. It's not just documents. It could protect any types of assets, videos, images, CAD files, name it. Kasi lahat sila pwedeng mag-produce ng hash. So, with Twala, what we did is we took it further. So we built a Merkle tree of all the hashes of all those assets, no, and record them in the blockchain. Plus, we found a way to record all the proofs, no, in all major blockchains. So it's now 1,000 times stronger when it comes to security. And it's economically infeasible to break the system. No, masyadong magiging mahal. So, and this is how the digital trust network looks like. So trust from the issuer to the verifier, to the blockchain network, and to the applications that uses the trust. So blockchain is not just a theory, no? There's an actual application. So let's take the case of Estonia. So Estonia's government stack is run using blockchain. Their healthcare, their taxes, their voting system. Every citizen has their digital ID and every transaction is logged. So Estonia is the most digitally trusted societies in the world right now. During wartime, no, Ukraine deployed a blockchain-powered humanitarian aid tracking system. So they tracked logistics, aids, even food. No? So they created a system of verifiability and tamper-proof transactions during the time that trust is most fragile, no? Wartime. Very controversial. Have you heard the news about this? So have you heard people lining up na iniscan yung mga mata nila in exchange of cryptocurrencies that you can exchange for 3,000 to 5,000 pesos sa Bulacan, sa Cavite, right? So that's WorldCoin. WorldCoin, now known as World Network, is founded by the creator of ChatGPT, OpenAI, Sam Altman. So they're trying to fix the problem of digital identity by scanning your iris, no, to prove that you're a unique human. No? So very controversial, but it's happening. And I believe that this will be the future of identity verification. So in other parts of the world, no, in Colombia, in Georgia, they're using blockchain to secure land titles. In China and in, I think, Turkey, they're using blockchain for electronic notarization, or the Middle East, not Turkey, sorry. In the European Union, they're using blockchain for digital signature, digital identity. In the UK, they're using blockchain to archive their cultural heritage. No? And in the Philippines, no, we're using digital signature as well. So there's a global movement of government, private companies, the academe, no, that aims to promote digital trust. No? pinakasikat diyan syempre yung Cloud Signature Consortium. And in the Philippines, no, Tuala is also shifting the way we handle digital trust. So, shameless plug, so we are from Tuala, so we are proud recipient of the UST Startup Grant Fund program last 2022. And we are a proud member of the Cloud Signature Consortium, so it's a global organization of government, private sector, the academe that aims to promote digital trust, interoperability of digital identity and digital signature systems in the world. So we provide digital signature, digital identity, electronic notary services, and very recently, intelligent document solutions powered by AI. So we are aiming to build the network of trust in the Philippines and beyond, no? From your documents, to your electronic notarization, to your digital identity, to your smart contracts, and many other things. So we've collaborated with both the public and the private sectors. So we have collaborated with the Philippine Supreme Court in establishing the framework for electronic notarization. So we're very proud that very soon, magkakaroon na po tayo ng electronic notarization. So the Supreme Court has approved the rules on electronic notary, and we're hoping to launch that sometime this year. So mawawala na po yung mga fake notaries, no? At pwede na kayo magpanotaryo using your mobile phones. So we've also collaborated with the Philippine Science High School, kung narinig niyo yung news about their blockchain-powered digital credentials. Of course, we signed a partnership with ASTI before. We have partnered with the cooperatives and the housing sector, also with the Philippine Senate, with the Anti-Retif Authority, and very recently with the Philippine Economic Zone Authority. So we'll be powering all the economic zones, very soon. And this is me joining the annual meeting of the Cloud Signature Consortium. We're proud to say that we are now powering the trust systems of more than 500 companies and more than 200,000 users in the Philippines. And that includes the UST, no? So shout out po sa UST, especially sa UST Pisherd, kay Director Paringit and Ma'am Russell, kung nandiyan kayo. At syempre kay Director Franz ng ASTI. We're servicing companies in the retail sector, in the construction industry, the financial sector, rural banks, BPOs, legal firms, and many other companies. So what's next with blockchain? No? So the future isn't just digital. No? It's verifiable and intelligent. And blockchain supercharged by AI can build a full system of trust. So from identities, contracts, public records, government systems, so everything can be designed with verifiability, built in the system. And we live in a time where seeing is no longer believing, but verifying is. So that's our superpowers. So if you want to build a public systems that the people can believe in, we have to build it on top of technologies that don't demand trust, but earned it. So with blockchain, we no longer need to choose between efficiency and integrity because we can have both. So let's rewrite and rewire trust, not just in code, but in governance, in justice, in all the systems that we all are using. So thank you so much and good afternoon po.